There are so many investment platforms to choose from. So where do you start if you want to invest in shares or funds? Today, we're going to review our top 3 favourite investment platforms.
All 3 of these investment platforms are tailored towards specific and different investment needs, and as an investor you will typically fall into 3 broad categories which will tend to lead you into one of these 3 platforms. Let's check it out. Welcome to Money Unshackled, the investment channel that sets you and your finances free. I'm Andy, this is Ben, and if you like what we say, hit the like button and click subscribe. Let's get into it.
The 3 investors. Today we're going to discuss 3 types of investor, one of which will broadly describe you. These are the cash poor shares investor, the cash rich shares investor, and the funds investor.
Investing in shares. For those people who are either cash rich or cash poor and want to invest directly in shares, then our 2 favourite investment platforms are AJBail and Interactive Investor. Both of these platforms will allow you to buy shares and funds, the whole picture, and yet platform number 3 will only allow you to buy funds, and a small selection at that.
These 2 all-rounder platforms, AJBail and Interactive Investor, allow you to shop from a huge range of shares and funds, but that amount of variety comes at a price. Platforms that allow you to invest in shares directly tend to charge higher fees as a result, as the hosting of thousands of individual shares is more of an administrative burden on the platform than simply hosting a handful of individual funds.
But these 2 platforms that we have selected are amongst the cheapest fee chargers, despite offering you a huge selection and allowing you to build the portfolio that you want.
Why fees matter? Fees come in 2 main forms: trading fees when you buy or sell, and ongoing fees, which come in either a fixed amount or a percentage amount. Even small percentage fees add up to a large amount with a big pot over time, and conversely, it would also be silly for someone with a small pot to be paying fixed fees of say £100 a year on that platform when you might not even be making this amount of returns.
So which shares platform is for you? Platform number 1, Interactive Investor. Our favourite platform for the cash-rich shares investor is Interactive Investor. This might be appropriate for people who plan to have or will have more than £20,000 in the next few years. Their admin fees are fixed at £90 per year, and you actually get this equivalent amount back in credits to spend on trades, so it can actually work out quite cheap as a proportion of your pot.
Fixed fees make a lot of sense to somebody who has a lot of assets and therefore the fees are small as a fraction of their pot, but would make no sense to somebody who only has a few £100 invested. Platform 2, AJBail. Our favourite platform for cash poor investors is AJBail. AJBail have a low percentage ongoing fees of 0.25%. If you invested £1,000, your annual ongoing fee would be £2.50 or 21 pence a month. Not bad going, really.
Like Interactive Investor, AJBail have a huge selection of shares and funds to choose from. And both platforms have similar trading fees of £10 per trade, £1 for monthly regular investing, and £1.50 for buying funds.
Should you really be buying shares? Beginner investors want to buy shares. It's where the fun is. They love to watch the news for the next big company and try and second guess the market and build that portfolio of golden shares.
But buying lots of stocks is very expensive. Trades typically cost around £10, and your portfolio will have to be regularly rebalanced, which is very expensive if you have a properly diversified portfolio.
To be properly diversified as a holder of stocks, we would want to hold around 20 stocks. Any less than this would be more risky, and any more and you could end up inadvertently tracking the market as a whole with a representative sample of stocks.
Might it be better just to buy funds which already have a diversified slice of the market with far cheaper trading fees and with less effort?
Platform 3, Vanguard. This brings us to the last of our top 3 investment platforms, the Vanguard platform. This is ideal for investors rich and poor who just want to invest in a small selection of funds, but at rock bottom prices.
They don't offer much of a range, but with index funds you don't necessarily need to offer a choice of hundreds. The 73 that they offer are considered some of the best in the world due to their dirt cheap fees. If we were buying funds through another platform, then many of the ones that we would choose are also on the Vanguard platform. but of course, if you want more choice, then this platform isn't for you.
Vanguard have one of the lowest ongoing fees of any platform at only 0.15% annually, and trades are free to make. However, it is worth noting that the lowest amount that you can invest is £100 monthly, whereas AJBail and Interactive Investor both offer £25 monthly trades.
Platform quality, usability and services. All three platforms are reasonably user-friendly, but Vanguard is the most simplistic due to the limited number of funds they offer. But Interactive Investor and AJBail offer additional investor services, including research services, investor articles, dividend reinvestment, a huge catalogue of funds and shares, and mobile apps. All three platforms offer regular investing, which helps to keep fees low.
ISAs. All of these platforms allow you to invest through ISAs, which we would encourage you to do, as it means that you pay far fewer taxes on your investments. However, it's worth noting that you can only open and invest in one stocks and shares ISA per year. If you're just buying a few shares at low value, then you may not need an ISA initially, and you could use two platforms, one for buying funds through an ISA and one for buying a few shares. But as your wealth grows, you might want to switch to using just Interactive Investor as your one-stop shop for everything.
There are other ways of investing, such as peer-to-peer lending, so check out some of the links that we put in the description below, where you can get £50 cash back if you sign up to one of these peer-to-peer platforms, and there are other ways to support the channel.
Question of the day: which platform are you using and why? Let us know in the comments section.
Thanks for watching! On this channel we talk a lot about personal finance, investing and all things money. And if you want to see more great content, please click the subscribe button below.
This is Money Unshackled. See you next time.